Hey guys, we just got back from fishing. We got some bait today. We're going to set up some new rods. We got these Penn Pursuit rods we've been using for the last 4 years now. They're awesome for the price of these rods. They're excellent. $100 or less than $100 was spooled up, and we've got a big group coming tomorrow. We're going to take fishing tomorrow. I think 8 or 9 people. So I've got a couple more. We bought these a couple weeks ago. I got a couple left that I still have to rig up and get ready. So that's what we're going to do today. Show you how we rig them up and what we got going on. All right, first we're going to run them through the eyes. Run your line, and these ones I spooled up with 30-pound mono. I like the high visibility lines so everybody can see where the line's at in the water. It really helps out when the fish starts taking off with it, and when it starts getting a little bit dark out, you can still see where your line's moving to. See where the fish took off to. So I like the high visibility. These ones are set up with 30-pound leader or 30-pound mono. And we're going to use the 20-pound Seagar fluorocarbon leader, and these guys are the originators of fluorocarbon line. So I've tried them all. Seagar seems to work the best. Go with the guy that started it and who has the most experience, and that's what we're going to do here. What we're going to do is tie a double uni knot, they're called. What you do here is you take one line from each direction. We got our fluorocarbon in this hand, mono in my left hand. We're gonna stick them right together. You got 2 pieces of line. We'll make a circle, and we're gonna wrap this through around both lines. We're gonna go around it 5 times. 4, 5 times, pull it up, get it to close, and wet it. You want to wet this line too. If you pull these tight right now, the line heats up and they break a little bit easier. So we get it wet so it doesn't heat up so much. Pull that one. We'll come over to our mono line. This is our other one. We're going to do the same thing. Pull it around, make your circle. And go around that one 5 times. 4, 5 times. Get that one close, wet it, and the rest of it, so nobody's heating up. We'll get this one tightened up just a bit. That's it. We're going to pull them tight. And they'll cinch up on each other just like that. And we can take these tag ends off. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. There you go, line to line. These eliminate the swivels. I don't like the swivels. They kind of get stuck in the eyes when you need a longer leader. They're going to get stuck in your eyes when you're casting. So this seems to go through a little bit easier. It's one less breaking point. And obviously it's less money because we're not buying a bunch of swivels. So I like to try and match the depth of the water at the bridge that we're fishing, and for the bridges that we're going to is about 10 foot deep. So I'm going to go an arm length, should be around 6.5. That'll get us to about 9-10 foot. We'll snip that off. I like to use all knocker rigs. Most of the time. Once in a while we'll switch to the jig heads. Once in a while, if the fish aren't biting that easy or we want to pitch it into a different spot and get somebody else to bite, we'll switch to jig heads. But most of the time, Landboat charters, we're using the knocker rig, and this is a 1/2 ounce weight. And put your weight on. 2/0 circle hooks usually works pretty good off the bridges. Everybody can pick it up. Eat it without seeing the hooks. So this one, we're gonna do a standard fisherman's knot, or a clinch knot, some guys call it. We'll put it through the eye. Hold on to it. I like to spin it 10 times. And then we'll take that tag, go back through the just the line, the loop of the line right there itself. Pinch that down on your hook. Same thing, wet it so you're not heating it up. Pull it tight. That's it. Snip off your tag end. And that's it. And this one, this rod is ready to go catch some fish. Look it in the eye. Tighten it up. That one's ready. Oh, there we go. We're ready to go fishing with this one. We got a couple more to do and get ready for tomorrow. And this other one, the other big rod, we're gonna go after some bigger fish at Mallory Square.
Lift that up again.
Get rid of this. Get this out of here. We're gonna do the same setup with this Penn squall rod here. With this one, we've got some heavier line on this one. This one, I think we put on 40 pound onto this one, I believe. So last night at Mallory Square, we got broke off. We got hit by some big fish over there. So 20 pound leader was not enough. So what we're gonna do with this one is the same thing. We're gonna run it through the eyes. Make sure you get them all. Oh, that one missed. There we go. Run through. This one's got, I think I put 40 pound on these, 40 or 50 pound main line on these ones. Same thing, mono. I like the mono, it stretches a little bit farther. A lot of the fish like to run around the pilings. They'll get you around, get you pulled into the rocks or get you around the pilings. The mono will stretch farther than the braid line will. So since we fish the bridges every day, that's all we fish, we're gonna go with mono instead of braided line. This one, this is the 20, we don't want that. Got the airport in my backyard.
It'll be interesting to see how this might work, how good that cuts it.
So this one, the bigger rod, we're gonna put on some same maker, Seagar 40 pound fluorocarbon. We're gonna tie it the same thing. We're gonna do a double uni knot on this one, the line to line. And we're gonna hook it up with the same thing, a knocker rig. That was what was working over there again last night. So we're gonna do the same setup, just heavier. Heavier, and hopefully we can keep some of those big fish that are hitting. I'm pretty sure there are some nice big fat groupers that are hitting us over there. So hopefully this will be enough that we can get them. Well, same thing. Our main line, our leader. We're gonna pull the main line over. We're gonna make that circle with the line. Go through there 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That one cinched up. Wet it. Get it snug. And we're gonna take our fluoro line. Make sure it's not tangled around each other or they don't work very well. Make sure they're separate. Make your circle. And then we're going over both lines 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you do this, you want to make sure that the line is folding over on itself nicely and not getting tangled. You're not twisting the line up. You want it to be nice and straight. Wet it. Get it cinched up. And we're going to pull these knots together. And when you pull them, they just get tighter. Same thing. Cut your tag ends off. Tag in. That's it. Roll in. We're going to do the same thing. Well, that was it. That was the end of that roll. So I guess we'll use it all. We're going to do the same thing, and it seemed to, the current was moving nice and easy yesterday, and I'm planning on going back for the same time of the tide today. So yesterday, 1/2 ounce weights were enough to get us down to the bottom where the fish were hitting, so we're going to go with 1/2 ounce. Normally, if you want to put one in the heavy current, we'll go up to 1.5 ounce weights. We don't need that today. We're going to go with just a 1/2 ounce egg weight, but a little bit bigger hook. Mustad 5/0 circle hooks we're going to go with because the fish were much bigger. We're going to use bigger baits, bigger hooks, bigger rods, and we're going to get them. We're going to do the same fisherman's knot or clinch knot. Slide it through the hook. And spin it around. This heavy line, we can go a couple less times. We'll go 7 or 8 times on this one. They tend to bind up more when you do more wraps. We'll get it like that. Get her wet. Pull it. Slide your knot down. Slide it down. Cut your little tag off. That's it. This one's ready to catch some grouper tonight. We'll hook this one. We're gonna hook that right there. There we go. And that one's set for tonight. How was it? How do we do?